Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. So today is Tunisian Tuesday, and we are going to do a quick tutorial on what's called the running stitch. And this is a stitch that you can use for things that you don't want to have drapey. I'm using cotton yarn. I'm using some Big Twist favorite cotton and a little bit of some Crafter's Secret cotton, because this is a really thick, no drape stitch. Perfect for things like pot holders or hot pads. Pillows would be another good one if you'd want to make a pillow cover. Something that is going to be of a sturdier variety. Because there's this isn't garment stitch, but I think it can make some really cute scrubby washcloths. It's got its purposes. This does look good in either a solid color, or I'm going to show you how to change the color, and it's really easy to do. All you need to know how to do is the simple stitch and a slip stitch, and I'll walk you through the whole thing. So this stitch needs multiples of 2 plus 3. So I have 17 chains on my hook, and you guys know how to do this. You're just going to turn over and get in the back loop of the chain, and you're just going to pull up your stitches and make sure that whatever your starting chain is, you have that same number of loops on your hook when you're done. For me, it is 17. And we will get there real quick. So once you get all of your 17 stitches on your hook, and I'm using a 7mm hook, you guys, just so you know. You can use any yarn, any hook, whatever you are comfortable with. If you're going to use 4-weight cotton, I would use a 7 or an 8 for sure, because this is a dense fabric. You're not going to be able to make this loose. It's just not the nature of the stitch. But hey, you know what? Tight, thick stitches have their purpose. Okay, so there's my 17 loops. You're just going to do a regular return pass. Yarn over, pull through 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Super easy. Now, to do the pattern or the stitch, it is a 4-row repeat. So your next row, this becomes your repeats. So the next row, we're going to do the pattern of simple stitch, slip stitch, and it's super easy to do. You all know how to do a simple stitch. You take your hook. We never work in this first bar. We're going to go into the next loop, the next stitch. We're going to go underneath from right to left, yarn over, pull up a loop. To do a slip stitch in the next one, you just insert your hook from right to left and leave it unworked. You don't do anything. The next stitch, you're going to insert right to left, yarn over, pull up a loop. And that's the pattern. Slip stitch, simple stitch, slip stitch, simple stitch, slip stitch, all the way down to the end. Slip stitch, simple stitch. Then you're going to do a traditional edge stitch. So you're going to turn that over, get both those loops, and pull up a loop. And you're still going to have 17 loops on your hook. And we're going to do a traditional return pass. There's nothing special about this. So yarn over, pull through 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2, all the way down. Now the next row is really simple. It's basically the setup row again. So you're just going to simple stitch all the way down, all 17 stitches. Nice and easy. Repeat. Not a whole lot of thinking going on here. Simple stitch all the way back down. And you're going to see that slip stitch is a longer stitch. That's why they call this the running stitch, I believe. Make sure you get both loops when you're doing your edge stitch and a regular return pass. Ooh, I hate when that happens. Okay. Now, this is the next part of the repeat. So instead of starting with a slip stitch or a simple stitch this time, we're going to start with the slip stitch. So we're going to slip stitch, then simple stitch, slip stitch, then simple stitch, slip stitch, then simple. And that's the pattern for this row. Make sure that when you slip stitch, you don't yarn over and pull up a loop with that one. You just want to pull that loop up onto your hook and leave it alone. Then we're going to do our edge stitch. And then we're going to do the return pass. Now I'm going to show you how to change colors. So when you're getting back down to the end, stop when you have 2 loops left on your hook. Okay, so now I have 2 loops left on my hook. We're going to change colors. So I'm just going to take this brown, and you can do however you want. Sometimes I'll just tie a knot on, slip knot onto the hook. Sometimes I just twist it on. However you are comfortable doing with it. And you can just drop the first color, because you can carry that up the side. And then we're just going to finish with the brown, and we've changed colors. So now we're going to do the slip stitch or the simple stitch row all the way down. And then make sure you get both loops on your edge stitch. Do the regular return pass. And now you can either keep going with this color, or you can change back and forth each time. And I'll show you what that effect looks like when you change after each pass. Okay, we've got 2 loops left on our hook. Drop the brown, pick up the cream, and finish that last stitch. And since the row before was the slip stitch, and you can tell by how long that stitch is, you know that this row we're going to start with the simple stitch, then slip stitch, simple stitch. Oops, that was supposed to be the slip stitch. And then simple stitch, slip stitch, simple, slip, simple, slip, simple, slip, simple, slip, simple, and then your edge stitch. And then do your return pass. And see, you can see that running stitch, that's your slip stitch and how it was brought up. So you can play around with colors, and you know, you can use more than 2 colors. You can change colors every row. Just use your imagination, but you can see this is a nice, there's no holes in this stitch. You got a nice, you know, pearly side on this. It's a nice heavy duty fabric. You can see it's kind of got some thickness to it. It's a fun stitch. Like I said, it would make a great washcloth, a great hot pad. If you're using cotton, don't use acrylic. I'm even considering designing a tote bag using this stitch with some fun colors. So let your imagination run. It's a really pretty stitch. If you have any questions, don't forget to reach out. I'll be glad to answer anything I can. In the meantime, remember to take care of yourself and give yourself some grace. But above all, be kind to everyone, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.